But in verse 5, I am intrigued by this statement. I will cause breath to enter you, and you shall live. Why will God tell the prophet Ezekiel to declare life when death is slowly approaching? How can we tell something to live when death has already set in? How can we proclaim to the world to live when death is ubiquitous? Well, this is not the first time that God declared life, because verse 5 mirrors what God did in the Genesis story when God created humanity from the dust of the ground, breathed life into it, thereby making us as living beings. And as we're in the season of Lent, we understand that in a few weeks, we will be celebrating the fact that although death might have thought it had the victory, everything that may appear to have died must be restored. In other words, we may be living in a valley of dry bones now, but there's hope that we will overcome this, because I can hear our ancestors say, trouble don't last always. We may be living in times of despair, but there's hope that we shall overcome. We may be unsure of what to expect next, but I can hear Jesse Jackson shouting in the cloud of witnesses, keep hope alive. As students, we may not know what the future holds, but there is hope that the same God who was with us in the beginning is the same God who will be with us in the end. There's hope. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. God will never leave you nor forsake you. There's hope, but they that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not grow weary. They shall walk and not faint. There's hope, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. There's hope, for God will wipe away every tear from our eyes, and death shall be no more. Neither shall there be mourning nor crying, nor pain anymore, for the former things have passed away. When we hold on to hope, we can be assured that justice will roll down like water and righteousness like a mighty stream. When we are confident that there is hope, we can live in a world where we will do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly with our God. And when that day happens, the morning stars will sing together, and the children of God will shout for joy. There's hope. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God.